Ma'at Hotep. I am Satra Niter Kefa Abe Menuk Ma'at. I know it's been a long time since the last time I've done a video. This video is titled Slave to the System. I've just posted 3 of the photos that has to do with this video on my Facebook page, which is under Kefa Abe Menuk Ma'at. Slave to the system. This is what we are. In essence, this is what our ancestors were when they were brought here. We became a slave to their system, a slave to their, as we call into existence, the Willie Lynch. Our ancestors were chained to each other, chained physically, which became a mental thing. And then we became a part of their system, working on the plantations. We're picking their cotton, digging into the ground, to the soil, using our energy and our time and our efforts to bring wealth to these people. But see, nowadays we think that this is no longer the case, that we're no longer working on the plantation, so we have nothing to fight for. We have no reason to fight for anything. But that's not true. We're still slaves to the system. The only difference is that they got smarter with it. They changed the system, they upgraded it. So now what they did is they took these off. They took them off of our physical bodies. So now we're no longer can see the physical slavery that we're in. But now what we're in is something different. Now we're part of a mental slavery. And the mental slavery is worse because now we're up here. We are part of the mental slavery that is here now. And the plantations are different. The plantations are now the companies, the organizations, the corporations that run this country now. They are the money makers. And so we work there right now at their companies. It doesn't matter what the name of the company is. If it's not coming from, if it's not giving you wealth, then you're a part of the system. Now let me break it down a little bit to you to explain what I mean, a slave to the system, a slave to the upgraded system that we have. When you get up, when you make a decision that you want to work for a company and that you feel like you have to sell yourself in a sense when you go into the interviews. You go in the interview, you go for a company that you're going to think that you're making let's say $30,000 a year. Now you're making $30,000 a year at this company. You now can be able to get yourself a house or an apartment. Now you got a car. You now are able to buy more expensive things for your house, to do a lot more things. Now you got a car. Now you have apartment to pay for rent. You have different toys that you are now buying. So now you have to make sure that you stay at this job to maintain all the things that you just acquired. Now, we were given a lot of these things for free when we were created, but because we are now born into this world, into this concept, we now must abide in the system of this concept. So now you are giving more of your energy out to this system, to this corporation, to this business than what you're actually receiving back. Because now you have to stay at the job in order to keep the things that you have now just bought. So you feel that you are free and you feel that you are more important than everyone else because of the fact that you have something that maybe another person does not have. I have a car, she doesn't. I have a house, she doesn't. But what you don't understand that the person who actually doesn't have all those things are more free than you because you are now a part of the system. You are a slave to the system. You now have to do all that you can, lose all your energy, be in a stressful job, stay in the position that you are, deal with all the BS from your bosses or from your co-workers and all their stress and all their problems and all their issues, and you continue to stay in this thing that what you need to make you happy. This is what you need to free yourself, to make you feel like you have done something. No, you are now a part of their system. You are now a part of their consciousness and in their world. Because in their world, that's what freedom is. That's what wealth is. They do not understand what, in a sense, in a way they do, the wealth is up here. But they disconnected you from that. And now they enslaved you into this so that now you are part of their system and a part of their world and their thought processes that has nothing to do with consciousness. You need to remove these chains, these links that are over your mind that they control, that you are not free from, and unlatch it. Find the key and unlatch it, because now you can free yourself. The moment that you free yourself from this system, you are able to move freely and to do whatever it is that you need to do. You become a part of the divine order. You are able to live the spiritual life that you were meant to live, to become the God or goddess that you were created to be. You are chained here, not a god. You are nothing more than a slave. And you are much more than that. You were created to be much more than that. Because that which created you is you. So when you look in that mirror, you need to see God. You need to see Goddess. And God and Goddess is not in chains. God and Goddess is consciousness. Free yourself. Be who you are to be. No longer be a part of their system. Be the system of self. This is no more. Ma'at Hotep. I hope that this will help you in understanding what I'm trying to convey here. You have a blessed day.